special guest.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
StomCon is a free-to-the-public indie tabletop gaming convention held September 13th, 2025, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern at the Benton County Co-op Extension 410 South 8-Way A, Fowler, Indiana, 47944. Thank you. Good morning, Nevermorians! I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory, the one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Wow! We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, Haints and Hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives as hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian forest. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, a cameraman, and a very odd cat stand, I say stand, against the forces of darkness. Happy Monday! And I'm saying Monday because we are in the wind up and we are barreling towards StompCon, and I have some good news. I can get right into my accountability. This was not a lazy weekend. It has been very, very busy on my end. Not the kind of things where you get to see a lot of stuff because it's reaching out, trying to get the word out, reaching out to newspapers, reaching out to radio stations, seeing what we can get done to attract more people to our lovely free convention. And we have had some special success. So I'd like to announce that there will be a new to the list vendor in that our dear, dear friend Cookie Morris. Yes, folks, I get to pull out a much beloved, it's got to be around here somewhere, don't I? Well, where is my, bring Cookie home. Because our boy Brian's still working at it. But tragically, Mr. Morris has to go far afield for a contractually obligated, he is doing an event elsewhere at that time. But that means his lovely wife will be left unattended in our rogues gallery of vendors. So that means if we're going through who we have, we will be anchored, of course, by the board games. Oh, Adrian is an angel, and bless that woman. Bless that woman like 6 times over. Wonderful, wonderful woman. So there will be tons of new games. There will be programming there. Um, we, of course, have White Boot Arts and Artistry. How that's more. With games, we're going to have books, games. Some new pins are available this year. Maddie's working on developing some new ideas. Uh, the So we'll be here. Uh, Trey and Joy, so Mischief and Mayhem slash Trey's booth will be here. Rich Asplin's going to be there. Uh, Coming back are Shadows in the Attic, so Kitty Delisambra and Dead Mike, because I know a lot of people really got a kick out of his booth. We may have, uh, you know, guest visitation by the lovely Donna and Carl. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, we have Dawn of the traveling, the Indie CD traveling table. It looks like that's not a bad lineup. I'm trying to expand more, but we're going to see what we can see. We're trying to line up to get the Benton County Public Library to have somebody either representing their book sale or just running, watching over the board games. So I've talked to Mandy about that, and it's a matter of we're still trying to get the schedule. Some stuff came up. It was a whole thing. But we are working forward, and I am very, very excited. So I know hopefully we'll be having some longtime chat folks come in. If all goes well, we will have a churro. We will have um, Grim. You guys know Grim. And Max maybe coming down the pipe as well. So we're going to see. It's kind of really exciting. And anybody I forgot in this morning runoff, I don't have my list in front of me. So please let me know. We're doing well. We are just making our way towards the event, and I just have to put in the hard work on my end to get things ready. I'm hoping to have new and expanded terrain for the Big Stompy Robots universe. A couple of things I wanted done just won't be, but that's okay. We we still have so much on the table, and our little conventions that can are just going to keep growing. We are weathering some uncertain times, and honestly, I am very proud of everyone involved. I am eternally grateful to the folks who have been so kind and so helpful. We could not do it without you. Uh, and I really appreciate it, guys. Um, I, of course, am running these with the express hope of getting more eyes on all you lovely creatives and all the kind folks who are trying to get their businesses started. Uh, I think after this year, it will be a lot easier. And the reason that I know about this is this. Um, with all the restarts and adjustments, a lot of more traveled vendors, people like us, have been waiting. It's like, oh, it's the first year. You start getting a second year under your belt. You start getting four major events, and we are still trying to see if we can get LibraryCon, which will be a little even tinier, even freer, because it won't be of any cost to the vendors as well, because I'm hosted at the library, being the Benton County Public Library. So that's possibly even next month. So if you can't make it here, that's on the table too. Reach out to Amanda Tockert .mls at Gmail. And talk to her about available dates. I think that would be very good for everybody. So yeah, I'm at the point where I have to do a whole bunch of artistic stuff. Um, we're waiting for some things to come in, uh, and after they come in, hopefully, um, we'll have much better signage. We'll have a few surprises for everybody. I'm excited. So, with that going on, my plans for the week are going to be kind of full on. I'm either catching up on the housework that didn't get done this weekend, or I am going to be barreling ahead. And I know normally you expect a big zany thing, and I know real world there is a lot going on. Um, for example, things might be getting spicy in Chicago, but in the middle of lovely Indiana, lovely Benton County, Indiana, things are pretty calm, and we're going to try to keep it that way. And invite you guys out for a good old fashioned, uh, family friendly, but adult tolerable, which I need to use that line, a gaming situation. There may also be Nerf blasters. So we have a lot. We have a lot going on. I am very excited. Uh, Beyond that, we just got to keep moving, keep creating. And sometimes it's about digging your toes in the dirt and just hauling, just pulling the weight till the momentum gets going again. And that's what I think a lot of these 4 days are going to be for me. I've just got to pull the load a little bit, and that's okay. That's what I do. Um, I did have the privilege of talking through some weirdness with a few friends. Um, Talked to a buddy of mine who I'm glad that he's around this morning. Uh, Looks like they're both learning the concept of boundaries and seeking the kind of mental health assistance that they need. So that's a very, very good thing. Uh, we're in the middle of this wonderful, oh God, guys, this cool snap feels so good on me. It is 57 right now. I did not want to get out of bed. I woke up and it was a positive chill in the air. I also was up late last night. I didn't want to be, but like static. And then I went out and I looked up at the clear sky and the big bright moon, and I went, "Ow!" It's one of those nights. I resisted the urge to howl. It was hard, but I had a very good reason, because if I would have howled, there's a good chance the coyotes might have answered back, and I don't want to deal with that. So I didn't. Beyond that, I'm just excited, guys. I am just excited because I am set up to do some new amazing things. I am really looking forward. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing so many of you in person. I know I should be all about, yeah, we can make some money and get our books out, and we are, and we will. But we also get to see friends, and sometimes that's even more important. remembering that you're not the only one out there struggling, striving, grinding, to sit with people who know what it's like to stare at a blank computer screen and watch the blinking cursor and feel your brain melt. Uh, I am hoping with this continued cool temperature, I can get a few more things done and I can set up some surprises, but I don't want to promise anything yet because if I can't guarantee it, I try not to promise it. It makes it much easier for me to be a man of my word. And I will give you that advice to any of you younger folks looking to make booths and get started. Um, if you want to be in business, if you want to have long term associations, one thing that it is vital, it's under promise and over deliver every time that you can. Every time. There will be times you face plant, but the under promising gives you a little wiggle. That's what I've done with every game design I have made, and I have done that with any number of collaborations I've done. Uh, I want to put a big thank you to a few people who are putting the word out there, including uh, Jody McPhee actually on CBS, Comic Book Spectrum, and on from the desk of Small Press Publishers been talking about our show. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you other folks who are out there talking about our shows and helping us build up this tiny convention into what I hope will someday be something truly earth shattering. I have benchmarks I'm aiming for. I have plans and goals. I have expansion ideas. I even have alternate location ideas. And we're all just trying to get to have what we need in place. And after that, my next current big stop, depending on how LibraryCon settles in, is going to be LodgeCon, November 1st and 2nd. To those of you who are going, doesn't that interfere with your Halloween plans? Yes. Yes, it does. So I'm hoping it is very profitable because I will be very cranky. See, Mandy and I were both fine with it interfering with our anniversary plans. That made life easy. Interfering with our Halloween plans, that was a little problematic. But still, we soldier on, and we do so mightily. Mightily, I say. She's been working her butt off. So, I'm not sure how Wednesday's art show is going to go. I may be doing a whole lot of regular art. It may be extended so I can crank out some other things because we have never spent uh, the time before a convention just in full grind. That never happens. House full of neurodivergence. So, I'm going to put this up there. I'm going to put this as a question before I run the ads and get to your comments because they're always more interesting. What is your approach to a convention coming down the pipe schedule? What's your format? Because I'd just like to know. I also want to shout out to Rich, who's been incredibly helpful. Incredibly helpful. There aren't words for how helpful and kind he's been. So there is that. Now, I know I'm interesting, and I know I'm coming out kind of sedate this morning. I get that. This is sedate for me, but I see that as a good sign because that means that I'm not just winding up for this show. I'm winding up on a long arc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run Joe's ad, and in about a minute and a half, I'm going to be back, and we're going to go through your comments and questions and all that wonderful stuff. And we're just going to blast away the rest of the hour. So I'll see you in about a minute and a half. Alrighty. So, we're going to get through the commentary because you guys are infinitely more interesting than I am. Wow, that's a lot of comments. Alrighty. Uh, Trey, good morning, all. I might be in a meeting before when the show starts, so have a great stream and an awesome day if I don't make it back. Thank you, Trey. You are an absolute goddess and one of the best people in my life. He does. Oh, well. And Foxy said, "Hi, Foxy. How you doing?" Thanks, Trey. Hope your meeting goes well. I can't wait to see what Dawn, who I get to hang out with, has for the traveling table. Ooh. 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 And hey, Trey and Foxy. And good morning. Good morning, Carl Witzman. Accountability. I posted a. Wait. Donna, I'm not neglecting you, honey. It's a little cold. I know we got to warm things up, but it will be so good. And good morning, Trey, Foxy, and Donna. Good morning, Carl Witzman. Accountability. I posted on a YouTube video about shortwave radio that I had written a book about the very topic. And he had discussed, and the creator asked the title of my book and where to find it. Of course, I answered back with that info. That is the subtle approach. Do. That's right. Hey, Witzman. Hashtag always be promoting. Yeah, I have to admit, I had a similar moment. I was dealing with a spicy chat kind of situation, and a gentleman made the rather colorful mistake of, "Oh yeah, you're just another one of those keyboard warriors. You got any proof you know what you're talking about?" Dun, dun, dun. And the links were dropped, and life was good. We got some new viewers over for the Historic Fencing Guild, so I call that a win. And that's what we're looking for. Every little win gets us closer to whatever our goal is. For example, Brian K. Morris's goal is getting Cookie home and being able to have her retire. I know some of you goals just telling the stories that you have in your head and maybe making a few bucks. I have a very, very precise set of goals. And those are to do the most good I can with my books, get the stories out of my head so that when I die, there won't be a apocalypse of all the characters that are in there that I know and love. Thank you, son. Gonna do something about that, but we'll worry about that later. Uh, and that was Xander coming by, but he's got a busy morning. Um, so I'm proud of you, Carl Witzman. Always be promoting. Yep. Hashtag always promote, folks. Now to go to my coffee before the show starts. Jeez, I look away for a moment. Ain't that the thing? Oops, and hi. We got greetings, and hey, Dawn. Dawn, of course, is the Mistress Mind. Mistress Mind? Yeah, why not? Between her stories of Buddy and Georgette. And basically, she is the patron saint of all displaced cats. Wonderful, wonderful woman, and a fellow connoisseur of the orange uh, feline. How are you today? And good morning, Dawn. Any appointments today? Yeah, this afternoon. Good luck. I think I have plans for tomorrow. I hope so. You need to rest up for good plans. Yep. I have a doctor's appointment Friday before the con setup. So I have to go to Lafayette and then shoot back up. It's going to be a bit of a song and dance. But that's not going to stop us. Hey, Dawn. Watch it, Foxy. Her plans are with us. Ooh. Are they good plans, though? Wow. LOL. I should wish her extra luck then for you all. Yep. And Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Yeah. I like to think I'm probably the only person who's done Botrix fan art. I take pride in that. Don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. That's right, Foxy. Hey, Nick. Hey, Don. Hey, Kyle. Hello, Carl. Hello, Nick. Everyone else waiting until the last minute? Quite possible. Quite chilling here. I'm actually wearing socks. Well, it is quite chilly here, and I'm quite enjoying it. I need that. Good morning, everyone. Before I take my headphones off. Ha ha ha, Foxy. We need all the luck. Oh. I almost had to green room myself there. Hey, Josh. Josh Kemp. Carl. Got down to 56 here. Ooh. I have a space heater in my office. 64 here last night. Oh, we were in like the 40s. Because, of course, temperature and logic make no sense. Dawn. Thesis has one by his computer desk, but the one we had in the bedroom died. I'm sorry to hear that. So put your headphones back on. Thanks. Poor Himani nearly jumped when Nick yelled. It's a shtick that I can try not to do, but every time I try not to do it, I get little notes. Nick, are you feeling okay? So, munitions, is this a Nerf show? It can be. Actually, it could be. Thank you for the segue. Let's see now. So we can actually, do I have that? Yes, I can. We are briefly doing a Nerf show in the middle of the other show. You will be returned to your other show as soon as this concludes. So there is some Nick Knows Nerf news. There is a eBay group. Hold on. eBay Bulls. I want to make sure it's the right group. Yep. It is called Bull's Ideal Store. And it is and I will give, hi, Dusty. Hi, sir. What brings you to the Rock and Roll Art Studio? Come on. Oh, you want to look outside, or are you seeing me? Okay, cool. Anyway, right now it appears that Target, which Bull's Ideals is their official authorized direct from Target Marketplace for things like Overstock. I am not sponsored, but if you type in, and actually give me a second, I can show you. Move tab to new window. Bam. Share, and I will add that to the stage. If you go here, Bullseye Deals, etc., and we go blaster keyword. Oh shoot! I searched in the wrong section. Sorry, I've been doing this in my phone lately. There we go. They have some absolutely insane clearance deals on pro level blasters. The height of the deal is probably the Mauler, which is down going for $12.74. Now they're saying it's regularly $29.99. I've seen it at $40, and oh, that spiked back up. That's okay, yes. And the Siren Blink, which is a battery powered, rechargeable internal battery powered variable power, so how hard it hits and how fast it shoots, tweaks on two knobs blaster that goes for $70, going for $30. That's also not counting the sender, which is at about 75% off, and the torrent, which is actually around half off. Now, the thing about this is it covers multiple targets clearances, so it is one of my favorite places to check. And it's like, so Nick, do you have a whole bunch of blasters coming in? Of course not. Were there deals I would have taken massive advantage of that were actually better than what's up today? Yes. But I have to keep a certain amount of ready money on hand for the convention. So it kept me from overdoing it with the blasters. Behold, I love you that much. Still, you guys can possibly score these guys relatively cheap. And if you ever have Nerf questions, please, I beg of you, fire them my way. This concludes the Nick Knows Nerf, because sometimes you just need to drop a show within a show for showception. And we'll be back after a word from this sponsor. We're back with our regularly scheduled program. Now, those Nerf blasters are no joke, though. Those are definitely for, teenage and up. And I really recommend using blasters of that strength or higher for plinking more than popping at people. Because I've done some range tests, and I can get into it. But what you doing, Dusty? Yes, he went out to feed the chickens. The door's already closed. Were you feeding chickens, or did a package come in?
I fed and watered them before you got up.
Oh, okay.
I took the can to the curb. That's because it's almost Tuesday.
Okay, cool. Thank you. You're doing good. That's a good boy right there. Anyway, let me find where I was. Nerf alert. Yep. Well, munitions. Is this a Nerf show? All shows are Nerf shows. Hey, Josh. And yeah, it's good to see Josh. And got my office heater on. Hey, Aunt Donna. Nerf alert! Nerf alert! Let's do it. Inigo twitched an ear, but that's about it. It happens. Hello! Hello, Churro darling. How are you? I have my ceiling fan on. The bedroom is always warm. Oh, ceiling fan? I am in just seventh heaven. My brain is not overheated. Won't be on here long again, just saying hi. And Carl, hey Churro. And hey Churro, anytime with you is a good time. Babysitting little brother today. It happens. Oh, Lone Epiphany. Good name. I'm never going to pay for customers, but good name, bot. Hey, Foxy, thank you, Donna. You're a sweetheart. 5 days and counting, Churro. Yay! Can't wait. We get a cookie? Yes, we get a cookie. Oh, yeah. That's right. Friday will be on our own, right, Carl? And good morning and happy Monday. Nick and all, how are you doing? I'm fabulous, Cat. I have people coming out to the convention. I have people signing to come out. Things should be looking good. Hey, Cat. Hey, Cat. Hi, Foxy and Donna. I think we should be around this Friday. Ooh. Hi, Cat. Oh, good. Hi, Churro. Cat. Carl. Dream Kitchen's shenanigans. Yes. Let us take pictures that look horrific but are indeed totally innocuous. Anyway, Josh, we're an hour away from Nick and StompCon, so we don't have to stay overnight. That's right. It is so awesome. That makes a difference, indeed. Good news. I finished all my monthly duties for level 2 except for 6 more days of activity. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go. Oh, okay, Carl. Feel weird stuff. Feel the weird sleep stuff. I haven't been sleeping well at all. Staying up till 2 and waking up earlier than I should be allowed, and oddly not tired, physically exhausted though. I completely understand. But get some rest so that you're in good shape for Saturday. Careful with that, Churro. It can catch up with you. Although these crazy moons and stuff, I'm not surprised. Oh man, he said the freaking cursor. I mean, it fits. Yeah, poor Churro. Yeah. It's not on purpose. I just can't sleep. I used to have horrible insomnia, so I'm thinking it's creeping back on me. I have that problem too. Other things I've noticed, she continues, that I've been having odd dreams again. Haven't had those in years, but they're slowly but surely coming back. And I've been hungry. Very, very hungry. Might might be a growth spurt. I used to have the oddest dreams and no sleep during them. Could be. Hopefully I'll end up taller than Max. He'd hate that. I'm sure, Churro, that you will be absolute perfection at whatever height you stop. You'll probably be taller than I am for what it's worth. I'm only 5'2". Me too, Foxy. Hopefully not for long. I felt the same when I got taller than my grandmother, and I've been having some screwed up dreams lately myself. It's going around. It's going around. Everybody, y'all can make fun of me, but I'm a firm believer in paying attention to my body and paying attention to my dreams. What do I mean by that? Don't y'all go down those roads? Uh, People call a lot of the same different phenomenon the same thing, different things. It gets all mixed up. So we have to keep our heads about this sort of thing. If you get a squick or a weird vibe about something, pay attention to it. If in a group of people who are highly intelligent, suddenly everyone is having strange dreams, uh, gut feelings of disquiet, changing in eating patterns. Something's up. See, we got to remember that we are all indeed animals. We may be the paragon of animals, but we are indeed, animals. And as such, we do have the same instinctual something's wrong with this picture vibes as any other animal. And if you're ever out in the forest and it gets deathly silent, it's a good time to be real quiet yourself and pay attention. Because we have these instincts, these uh, flashes for a while, because having them is a major survival trait. My dad credits a lot of his survival in places where other people genuinely didn't. Hi, Dusty. To listening to his vibes. You get a weird vibe. You just pay attention. So, what can we do about it? What can we do about it? Well, part of it's about future proofing. So you want to make sure you have reasonable disaster preparedness. It's about reaching out and confirming, paying cursory attention to the world around you, and doing what you can to help out where you can. You've got eye goop, bud. There you go. I got it. Is that better? You get that off your forehead. You don't need that off your forehead. That's a vacuum here anyway. And having, the support of the people around you who care about you and talking about it. Because we can't tell what we're feeling if we don't discuss it. Okay? There's environmental things that can happen. And so much prep to do. Accountability. Oh Lord, StompCon prep. Pre-surgery prep. Carpal tunnel is a week from tomorrow. I am certain, while annoying, it will go fine, and I hope that it really cuts down on any pain. And is that surgery this week? No, it's next week. I put the carpal tunnel on our calendar, so we will think about you, not pester you too much next week, Josh. And too much? Just a bit, Don. We don't want you to think we forgot you. LOL, just don't mulligan. Ha ha! I'm looking out for you. I will attempt to not. Even if you do, we still love you, indeed. Being called a keyboard warrior is arguably one of the most offensive insults. If someone called me that, I'd be deeply upset. Well, my problem was because they asked me for my bona fides, and then I gave them, and to their credit, there was an apology and respectful conversation. And you do have to verify. One thing I tell a lot of people is never accept criticism from someone you wouldn't go to for advice. You get that? That's gold right there. Hi, Xander. Morning, Xander. Love you, kiddo. They're all saying hi, Xander.
Hi.
Churro says hi, Xander.
Hi.
One sec. Okay. Churro, when you come to be my age, you are much less concerned about what the idiots say. My babies, or even mine. Oh, just don't say get to be your age. Just ask Nick about the jokes I've made about him graying. You see, I think Churro, whom I love dearly, of course, is trying to tag team with Amanda to drive me to looking like one of those Chinese elders, because in the last 2 years you've just gone completely gray. Yes, I have. That's because I'm getting older, and it's great because my dad still calls me kid, and we talked about it quite a bit actually a couple days ago. But yeah, you drive me to it, kiddo, and I love you for it. You're a good one. Good for you, Foxy. Either way, yeah, I probably won't Well, by that point, once you realize what you're worth, it doesn't matter what others think. Only certain people's matters will matter. Yep. And that this quick chill has me hurting. Oh, there's some pain. Yeah, I'm wearing socks, which means I'm chilly because I loathe socks. It was 90 yesterday. Yeah, that big change. And they're all saying hi to you, Dusty.
Hi.
Edgar just heard they're all saying hi. I said hi back, so I found that amusing. And good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend, and your week ahead will be a very good one. Oh, yes, it absolutely will. Uh, let's see. Did that one? Actually, I'm going to run this ad because it's a classic.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe, for your support. And we need to get an ad for what Rich Asplin does too, just on the problems that I'm looking for. Hey, Chris, did I understand, Nita, that she and Daphne are only doing Monday shows now? I hadn't heard that, but it's something that I will be checking about. Hey there, Chris. Hey there, Delilah. Anyway, would be listening. I got done with my second cup of coffee. Now it's time to cook breakfast. Oh, a proper cooked breakfast sounds good. I actually ate more than usual, so I'm feeling a little better. And Dawn is squeeing. Hey, Chris. Can you grab one for me, Josh? I will. See, there's love. Good time was had at Outside Con this weekend, especially despite all the rain Friday and Saturday. Oh, that's rough. I know I asked this, but for the life of me, I can't remember. Are we doing the green room kitchen Zaz? Yes, there will be Zaz in the green room. That is the plan. And if you want more details, please reach out to Amanda and ask her. Hey, Josh. Breakfast is important. Get on it, man. Nick, I think you said you guys were. Yep, I did. Last time you asked. But that's okay, being smooth brain today. And that's okay. I'm working with it and I'm working through it. Yeah, I look presentable. Nice, Chris. And being tall has advantages, but it also has caused a lot of head bumps. Wow, very backhanded way of telling me I'll never be tall as Max. Thank you. That is not what I meant. I just said that there's nothing wrong with you at your height. Okay? If you grow, groovy. If you don't, also groovy. Okay? And Chris is greeting Churro, Don, Carl, Donna, Trey, Foxy, anyone else I forgot to mention. I don't know, but I hope you can all be, everybody's happy to see you, Chris. You are a tour de force. And I hope everyone is doing well. Hi, Chris. Never forgot Trey's reaction when we first met. You are taller than I thought. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. I really want to make a little red-headed sock puppet and, in a suit, and a little brunette guy sock puppet. So we can go, phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Anyway, I'm insane. That's what you're here for. And these silly people enjoyed enough to say, hey, can you run my ad?
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Alrighty. Ow, now, now, now. Down, 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 down. And Don, I'm the sort of short person who walks under things without ducking. Can't tell you how many tall people following me have walked into things. Yeah. It's dead. Dead, I say. I missed. You didn't duck. Well, I didn't need to. Look, just because other people have to grow much farther to get to the sun without being able to function, that's all calories and stuff you get to put towards brain power. Churro, don't worry about your height because being yourself is more important. Remember, TNT usually comes in smaller packages. It's true. Sometimes I have to question that we are the paragons of animals. Maybe the apex, but not even that. Oh, no. Paragon, yes. Apex, no. No. What's that, Master? There's always a bigger fish. Ah! Stay out of the water. No, I have been near too many creatures, large and small, to have any delusions of the physical apexedness of our soft, squishy species. And that's the more normal creatures. Yes, my friends, my duckies, loves of my lives. Without even getting into the strange, dark, and mysterious, I can tell you that most people couldn't imagine how far we are from being apex predators. And I think that's something we might need to understand a bit better for our own safety. I was watching a video, and ironically, one of my, I won't even say guilty pleasures because there's no shame in it, but one of my favorite video games, because I have always enjoyed first-person shooters, shot, gas, horror, happens to be the Halo series. Now, behind the scenes and what's gone on with some things, crunchy, but understanding that in the series you're playing a 7-foot tall, basically human-ish engine of destruction. You see all the little dudes and the things that are running around. And people were talking about you could take them. I could take them. And then they showed the pictures from one of the exhibits. There was a Halo exhibit somewhere, and they had scale drawings. And the littlest dude at the back of his little backpack thing is about this tall, with claws that long. That is a problematic entity. Furthermore, I have spent time around bears. And usually they're on the other side of the glass. Usually! However, the glass being the zoo glass and the back glass being the back pop-out window, of an old silhouette minivan when your parents are asleep and a literal grizzly bear has his nose against the window going fog up a Jurassic Park style under the light of a full moon, and all that can come out of your mouth is this squeak because you have lost the ability to vocalize. And understanding what that critter could have done to us, understanding how it could have opened our car like a can, but elected not to. Thank you, Mr. Bear. I appreciate that. It was not how I would have wanted to go out under the light of a full moon, but it was an experience. And I've encountered bears in person, and I've encountered bear on my plate. But most people I know, for all their bravado, could not conceptually handle a normal squirrel getting into their home. So when I see people puff up, oh, I do this and I do that. Now, of course, there are exceptions because my Appalachian friends understand exactly how to handle a squirrel, as do my friends who are from Arkansas, as do several other people in my sphere of influence. But the point is, we have grown quite complacent as both a culture and a species. And I am a firm believer in we have a gift, and most people do to varying degrees. Now, some people will equate it to the shared consciousness, which I'm sure sends a sparkle of delight through Carl Witzman. And some people will equate it to psychometrics, telepathic, woo-woo. Some people lump it along with a whole bunch of other things into a nice little bucket called mojo and follow the rules. But the vast majority of time, such things are the fact that the back of your mind processes a lot of stuff, and a lot of it faster than the front of your mind, because there are some things we don't have time to think about. And pattern recognition in us, mostly hairless monkeys, is pretty darned impressive. And a lot of times, what's happening in your gut, which they've recently found is a different, massive neural network. I know very recently they declared it an organ. I don't even know what it's called. I want to say it was 2019, 2020. They found an organ. Anyway. This organ, this system warns you something isn't right. And whenever you have that, especially for, again, my younger viewers, it is important to basically stop whatever you're doing. Figure out roughly where that's going, and if possible, get the heck away out from whatever direction that doesn't feel right is. So if you're talking to somebody and they just feel squicky or it feels off, I don't want to be a pain, be a pain. Well, I don't want to inconvenience my ride, leave. I don't want to call my parents if I'm doing something I'm not supposed to. I don't want to call the cops if I'm doing something I'm not supposed to. None of those things are worth dying over. Hard truth. So I want you guys to pay attention and trust your gut a little bit, especially if it's a warning. If your gut is saying, we need to get out of here, get out of there. It ain't worth it. It has saved my life so many times. It has saved me trouble so many times. I wish I would have listened to it before I got in the car. I just didn't really want. I wanted to drive around and look at things, so I didn't want to do all that walking. But should listen to my gut. So, listen to it. I blame my quirkiness on multiple head injuries. Well, those of us who have so much going on in our minds that we're not fully connected to the world outside, yeah, that causes a lot of trouble for us. That's actually why they deduct a large portion of life expectancy and money away from folks with some of the conditions I have. Because if it's hard to get out of your mind, it's easy to get distracted at very serious points. Yeah, I had Dusty Lovins. Such a good-looking cat. He really is. Oh, I hope my weather thing is wrong. I don't want a whole inch of rain on Friday. People are still cleaning up from the last flash flood. Yikes. We wish you luck. Our town desert is not set up for lots of water. I understand. Trey made it back to say hi and all. Now, guys, it's been an hour. If you want to drop off and go run to see Nita and Daphne, I know they basically take about 10 to 12 minutes to really get their show running between the ads and what have you, unless they've changed that part of their format. I understand. I don't take any offense, but please like and share this before you go. And if you're diehards and you're sticking around, you're much appreciated. Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey. Hi again, Trey. When I hear Zaz, it makes me sad that Zaz Italian restaurant closed down. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with being a shorty. Mm-mm. Not at all. We get underestimated all the time. Must go back to see what Big Truck is doing in our street. Back soon. Lost. Welcome back. Oh, and I almost forgot. Not only, my friends, are we having StompCon, but we are 20 days away from the start of Leafy Moss. So I may have to make a new overlay or something for that. We'll see. Leafy Moss being the special holiday where we all exchange ebooks ahead of it getting too cold because we can't afford to bombard each other with actual books. Although I really would like to get my fat fingers on as recent an encyclopedia set as possible. I'm just throwing that one out to the universe. See what good comes out of it. Busy weekend coming up. StompCon, Cleveland Geekster, and dear friend's daughter's wedding on Saturday. HoloCon staff meeting on Sunday. Then probably a few other things I've forgotten about. Live the Dream with I looked at Chris Walker, Texas Ranger. Anyway, can't figure out where the truck is, but when there's a truck here, someone is getting big things done. Ooh, are you sure it wasn't the street cleaner that I just saw go by? Is that all? Garbage day tomorrow, and I have a full toter thing. Ooh, that's true. I think when I get home, I'm going to start putting merch on cardstock holders and packing for StompCon. Anything I work on now will be for Wolfstock. Bears are chill, except polar bears. Those things are spoiled indoor-outdoor cats of the Arctic. If not friend, why friendship? Grizzly bear, not brown bear. I realized I didn't clarify where I was. I was in a park in the Bear Paw Pass outside of Yellowstone, where it says, beware bear country. Don't leave food out. Don't leave pets out. I saw why. Bear. I'm not saying little black bear. Black bear. Where you go, look, get away, clank, clank, clank. You know, what my buddy Steve calls a house bear. Scandinavians. They're a different sort. Anyway. This was his nose was about like that. When it was pressed against the glass and went. And I remember looking at my old dog, Hope, going, yeah, it was Hope. Don't wake up, dog. Don't wake up, dog. Don't wake up, dog. Don't wake up, dog. But yes, they're not famous last words. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Psst, psst, psst. I am in trouble whenever that comes out because I got to pet the lynx and Mandy didn't. And she's still mad. But not at me. Strays love me, though. I've learned to keep a piece of bologna in. She walks around with bologna in her purse. No one get Churro a red coat or cloak. Nothing hooded and red, okay? Aside from wanting everyone to avoid the Handmaid's Tale that's trying to go on out there. No, let's not carry meat. It's adorable what you're trying to do, and I love you for it, but it just... Okay, that'd be me, Carl. Me too, Foxy. As long as it's house cats and not bobcats, mountain lions, or cougars, especially the cougars. Oh my gosh. I just had Chuck E. Cheese flashbacks. Bobcats are adorable, don't even. I keep crunchy kitty treats. Aw, see, that's cute. Had a cat for a while, showed up. We were pretty sure it was half bobcat. That happens. Speaking of cougars, I shout, good! Oh, it's a baby bobcat. Mother jumps out of the bush. Made a bobtail was shaped like a bobcat, but mostly black. Oh my gosh. I'm just imagining a melanistic bobcat, and that is amazing. Not the green room, Churro. We used to have a Maine Coon who walked around Earl Park. It was about knee-high at the shoulder on me. Big cat. Meow. We think he might be Dusty's dad or granddad because Dusty's dew claw does things normal dew claws can't, and he loves to grab. All my cats love to grab my fingers, like grab the fingertip, just because they can. It's cool, Foxy. Very friendly. With my mothers and I, not so much with other parents, with our parents. That's how most strays with my dad are with my dad. When he finds one. When we find ones while walking the dog, he'll send me up to pet them. Your gut intuition is probably from your subconscious mind working your issues under your consciousness. Listen to it. Indeed. Good advice, Carl. We're better at recognizing patterns than we think we are. Intuition is just your mind recognizing things you aren't aware of superficially. Leafy moss, leafy moss, leafy moss! I'm not going to also remind people that the Internet Archive exists. My intuition is paranoid and a liar. I will pet the friendly. I am going to run an ad. I need an ad. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Okay. Yes, I know. Okay, look. You can't stop me in the hall during my show, Cat. If you stop me during the hall and trip me, I can't get back in time. And they have dead air. And you dropped my books on me. That was beautiful. That was powerful. And it broke. Oh well. Okay. Now. Why am I imagining a picture of leaves with words on them, like with blocks of cheese? Oh, you know me so well. Okay, Cat. Yes. If you can be chill like this, I can run my stream. But you also have to let me operate my mouse. So what we're going to do, bring the Arkenstone home, proof the size don't matter. There we go. Oh, scary bears. Exactly. Perfect, Dawn. You get it. Still floofy. Jeez. That's odd. Someone messaged me. I want to touch the polar bears when I worked at Cabela's. I walk past them. Oh. See, while I do love like Cabela's and Bass Pro, I envied the Cabela's used gun museum where they had really cool semi-historic firearms. See, I have no desire to go pew-pew places, but as a historian and a bit of a tech nerd, I find mechanisms fascinating. Bear country. Time for a jamboree! Picturing Churro's purse interior. I wonder if I can request Leafy Moss Cheese Week as a drawing Wednesday. We could. And hey, Ken Softly, I hope you're having fun. Sorry about the slight delay. I keep it in a Ziploc bag if that helps. That does help. And, oh, I see you are a bot. That's okay. For how long? Add wallet, phone, earbuds, at least one soda, pop tab, old perfume, occasionally a frog if I find. There's a part of me that wants to do a blood test to see if I'm related to this young lady. And the part of me that watches way too many Chinese romantic dramas looks at Sandra and goes, maybe I can be. Anyway, I would never meddle. We went to visit a zoo and got to the tiger cage. He or she kept looking at me. Must have looked like the former trainer, so I snapped my fingers and pointed up, and they jumped on the box. Yes! Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. If I go to the zoo, I always wear a hat like this. Because as long as I have my hat like this, the critters love me. This is my going out hat, my day-to-day adventuring hat. It's summer weight because this is mesh, so I may have to. I'm in the market to find a new hat like this that's a little more winter weight. But yes, this is my hat. It has a first of new pins on it because my old hat had pins. I wasn't there, but I still care. I'm so pleased to have this pin because I've been looking for something to show support that wouldn't be overstepping. But yes, that's cool. When did the moon? Oh, it's been walking around for a long time. I haven't seen it in a few months, but big gray one, big cat. Snapped, pointed down. They jumped down. She stopped letting them case. That's probably it. Looking back, he might have just been a bobcat that was away from mom, and not part. That could be it too. LOL. Churro's going to be voted most likely to get rabies. And what's worse is Churro bites, so she's most likely to convey what rabies do. I'm kidding, Churro. Mostly. That wouldn't surprise me with you, Foxy. But he was a great mouser and so they had to get developed from something. Surprised I don't have them already. Or most likely to turn the next. Hair on Nick's head, Greg? I don't have many that aren't because I am not one of those people who dyes my hair as deception. It would surprise me either, Trey Lamau. I mean, that baby-shaped deer was friend-shaped. The hawk, the barn owl. Stuart! Yes, he loves you. Oh, I said Stuart, and somebody came in jealous. Hi, Dusty. The cheddar cheese colored cat. Yes, Stuart. Everybody loves good. Another cat show. Hi, Stuart. Kitty lunchtime. See everyone. Hey, bye. You have a good one. Feline frenzy. And we've got Miles and cat lunchtime. See some of you later. You will. See y'all tomorrow, Carl. And bye, yippers. See Best. I've seen Bass Pro themed lingerie, and it was hilarious. I often say, well, if it floats your boat, but if it floats your bass boat, come here. No, no, you're going to give me love. You're going to give me love. Give me love and affection. Deal with it. He's a miniature log. He can be. Here. Boink. Boink, log. Okay, you want both hands? Greedy. Greedy. Churro, you sound so much like me. Mom hated doing laundry, of course, random crap in my pockets. Indeed. It's a growing theme that millennials seem to be entertained by my shenanigans. World may never know why, because you remember the old ways. Gals know guys love wood, so camel undies are a lure. Sure, makes sense. Carl, last time I went to the zoo with the tiger, the jerk peed on me. They'll do that. Oh, Foxy. I always empty out my bags. So I'll be, even if I'll be going out an hour later. Good. You remind us of our shenanigans, Churro. No, you're not. I do bite. Nom, nom. I like Batman. Anyway, Dusty! Dusty, see, you're famous. See, yes, yeah, they're all talking about you, Cat. Hey, Cat. When I inevitably get rabies, Max is the first to go. Well, I know that, like, vampirism, lycanthropy, see, they all stop talking because they know, look how beautiful you are. So I would like to bring up more comments. But he is content, and I'm in a position to log. So I have a cat, and he is very warm. And he's realized if he sits here for a minute, I get very warm. And it's just cold enough the cats really love me. Can I run a commercial? Yeah, happy kitty. He's great, like me. We're buddies. Right, Dusty? We buddies? We buddies? Yeah. Oh, okay. You you want a hug? Okay, you can do that. How are you doing? Okay. Look at just every time. Did just kitty huff? Oh well. I love my cat. Anyway, time to run a commercial. Let's see. I ran hers and he runs Sanestein.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santestein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Okay, let's look at the commentary. Who do we have? Keep your windows open tonight. Apparently, it's good to birdwatch at night. Churro, are you becoming a vampire? Because keeping your windows open at night goes against several key Appalachian survival techniques that I independently co-developed whilst living in my own home. Yes, that's one happy cat. Bird calling sounds. Hey, Grim. Glad to hear from you. How are you? I got to see Grim not too long ago. Oh, no cat. But Churro, if you break in, I'm not calling the police. That's evidence. That's paperwork. Oh. Chips. Hey, Grim. If Churro is becoming a vampire, can Sarah be her sponsor? Why do you think I mentioned to Sarah that I know a baby bat who's adorable? Chips. Chirps. Yes. Hey, Grim. Hey, Grim. I am so excited. We always have our windows open at night. We're on a second floor. Oh, I'll help you break in. You two just knock then walk inside. See, that's how you do it. That's the best way. Hi, Grim. Hi, Grim. Yeah, what? What? What was that? Sure. Have you been fighting again and have owies? Or do surprise lawn work? Oh. I can't. The head whip, LOL. You probably had him wrong. No, he had a spot. They. I can see it. They and then walk in for payment. I could probably pay you guys in Mandy's homemade sushi. Okay. What's wrong? Hey. Okay. Something's bugging you, cat. Okay. Oh, understood. Kerfuffle. Sushi, please. My cat Sue got into a fight with the squirrel, and now it's bald spot. Yeah. They've been sprawling. What? I'm not supposed to tell them what's been going on? Is that what it is? Okay, so I'm not supposed to say what's been going on. That's classified, huh? In-house matters. Why did you become the feline mafia? Wow. Okay. Okay. I love you. You got spoopy. Sushi, please, 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 sushi. Now, Dusty, want? Oh, you know what? You're not even right. Oh yeah, he's playing. There was no hurts. Oh, tailbones popping is one of the greatest sensations ever. You doing okay? Okay, I won't talk at you. You want me to end the show and make lunch, don't you? Uh-huh. My tiny little demon pork chop gives head whips when she's playing too. No, my hips hurt less. Oh, I fully expect that they don't. Yay! We like people's hips not hurting because we have some of you guys have plans for your hips. I know. I'm talking too loud. I'm talking too loud, and I'm talking too much. Sir? I mean, the tail whips are a real thing today. So, do you think my show's gone too long? Do I need to run some commercials and wrap it up? Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to run a commercial.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, I heard that too. Go get them. Go get whatever's going on. Go on. I heard. Somebody's looking for you. Is that Boots? Where's Boots? Well, where'd Boots go? Uh-huh. Now you're going to do the act like you don't care because you heard the cat's making noise. He's the big boss man around these parts usually. And I have the back of a 70-year-old ex-military. Tail whips of death. Indeed. One of the most wonderful things a person can see is the look of a content and happy cat. Yep. I have the back of a decomposing corpse. Aren't you in the necromantic club where somebody's giving you a part? 70-year-old ex-military? I don't want to know my Bax's age. Yes, every move I make is a gamble. Ouch. See, this is why I have to get wealthy so I can spoil a bunch of the great people. That's a horrifying way to live. I'm familiar with it. So be gentle with yourself and with each other. I run some ads. Y'all need some help. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. Oh, go. What? Wait. Man, my email is glitching. Okay, now. You correct. Then Churro had the chance to be swooped off of the floor like the vampiric bride she is. And the picture is lovely, and I wish you two the best. I mean, honestly, if that is the solution to all your problems, you guys, that might get me crazy enough to do what's necessary to officiate. Probably because your backs carry so much awesome around. True. Y'all reminded me to unshrimp and stretch. So thanks for that. Yes. It was lovely, friend. Yes, I named him Ralph. He helped keep my head in place when I got it screwed back on. Okay. My back can't handle the levels of swag I carry. Ralph, eh? Why not? I named my owner Ralph. That's actually very sweet, Dawn. I think so. And that's sweet, something nice I think we'll end on, because this has been a very cool, chill evening. So, well, wait. We haven't done something. Morning. I said evening. I'm tired. But let's do something that needs to happen.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a Koepp, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Okay. Well, my friends, my duckies, we are slowly moving forward. And I am starting to feel a little bit better about my situation, which is good. Let's see, I was highly medicated after surgery. I was trying to move my head. I randomly shouted, "Work with me, Ralph." It happens. Evening, Nick. I didn't sleep enough. Good evening. My name is Vincent Twice. Vincent Twice. No. LOL, don't. And Nick, why does it sound like a shipping head cannon? I ship a lot of people. My IV polls were always Irving. It was grim. Jer! Ha! Jer! I just want my people to be happy. And I don't trust a lot of people. See? It helps. And it does help. So I have to run one more ad, and I desperately have to wrap this up. So.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep. I'm all about letting you guys art, getting you guys to art. How does dinner sound? Always. Dinner sounds nice. What you think? Oh. I'm almost tempted to just sit down and pay attention. But, guys, with that, I have to get some stuff done because I really need to get on some more advanced StompCon prep. So, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. As long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you cannot edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. And, Grim, reach out. You know the deal. And beyond that, toodles.